1 in 3 seniors falls on the stairs every year. But here's what nobody tells you. Before they fall, many of them stop using those stairs completely. And it's this decision, this slow acceptance of limitation, that really changes their lives. Here's the story of a woman who refused that acceptance. Her name is Marie. She is 74 years old. For 8 years, she lived a life that seemed normal on the surface, but was anything but normal. Marie has lived in the same house for 42 years. She raised her children there. When her husband passed away, this house became even more important. It was the only place where she felt close to him. Then 5 years ago, her knees started to fail her. Arthritis, a bad fall that did not heal properly, nothing catastrophic, she could still walk, but stairs became a problem. Every morning she had a choice. She could climb the stairs to reach her bedroom, where she had slept for 42 years, or she could sleep on the couch downstairs. At first she tried to manage. She would grip the banister, one step at a time, heart pounding, sweaty hands. It was not the physical effort causing the fear. It was pure, paralyzing fear that one wrong step could be the one that changed everything. A fall could mean a broken hip. At 74, that could mean the hospital and possibly never coming home. So she decided to sleep on the couch. At first, it seemed temporary, just until her mobility improved. But months passed, then years. Her back started hurting. A couch is not designed for sleeping every night. After 6 months, she was waking up in pain. After a year, she could not stand up straight in the morning. But the physical pain was not the worst part. The worst part was what was happening to her mind. Every morning, Marie would look at those stairs and she would feel a knot of anxiety in her chest. It was not a conscious fear. It was deeper than that. It was shame. She was 74 years old, sleeping on a couch in her living room like a guest in her own home. Her bedroom, the place where she had slept for 4 decades, remained empty upstairs, unused. She stopped inviting her children over. She made excuses. She would tell them she was tired or that it was not a good time. The isolation started. There was also the practical problem. The full bathroom was upstairs, so every time she needed to shower, she had to face the stairs. It felt humiliating. She stopped going upstairs to get her things. Her clothes stayed downstairs. She reorganized her entire life to fit into the ground floor of her home. And there is something psychologically devastating about that. It is not just a matter of convenience. It is accepting to lose territory. It is watching your own space shrink in front of you. Marie developed what was called anticipatory anxiety. Every night before bed, she was nervous. Every morning, she dreaded what awaited her. She started sleeping less. Her appetite changed. She stopped taking care of herself the way she used to. 3 years after she started sleeping on the couch, something happened. Her daughter noticed her mother was not doing well. She came to the house and found Marie crying in the kitchen. Marie told her everything. The years on the couch, the anxiety, the loss of her own home. Her daughter was shocked. The first suggestion was to move. A bungalow, something one story. She even offered to help financially, but Marie said no, firmly. She said she was not leaving this house. She was not starting over. Her daughter understood it was not just a practical question. The house was her identity. Leaving would have meant accepting that age had won. So her daughter asked a different question, but before you hear what she asked, I want you to subscribe right now and comment below with your age and tell us whether you have a stair lift or know someone who does. Your stories matter. They help other seniors understand they are not alone. This is what Marie's daughter asked. What if we did not have to choose? What if you could stay here and reclaim your bedroom at the same time? That's when Marie learned about stair lifts. A stair lift is simple. It is a chair attached to a rail that runs along your staircase. You sit down, you press a button. It carries you up or down. When her daughter first suggested it, Marie's immediate reaction was dismissal. She said it was for people who are really disabled and that she did not need it. But her daughter said something that changed her perspective. "Mom, you are already giving up. At least with this, you would be choosing to use the stairs." And it was true. Marie had a stair lift installed. Then came the moment when Marie sat in that chair for the first time. She pressed the button, and she rose. That night, Marie slept in her bed for the first time in 3 years. The changes were immediate and profound. Within 2 weeks, her back pain started to disappear. Her morning anxiety evaporated. She regained confidence. She resumed her normal showers. She reorganized her life to use her entire home. But the most important change was psychological. She regained a sense of control. She could access her bedroom. She could live her life completely. 3 months after the stair lift was installed, her daughter came to visit. Marie was preparing dinner in her kitchen. She had done her makeup. She was talking enthusiastically about her day. It was like watching someone return to life. "You see, Mom," said her daughter, "you're coming back." And Marie cried. But this time, these weren't tears of frustration. These were tears of relief, of gratitude, of having reclaimed her life. Now, why am I telling you this story? Because it illustrates something crucial that people do not understand about aging. When we talk about quality of life for seniors, we talk about medications, doctor visits, physical therapy, but we often ignore the psychological reality. Your home is much more than walls and furniture. For seniors who have lived somewhere for decades, your home is your identity. It is your history. When mobility issues force you to accept smaller and smaller territories in your own home, you do not just lose convenience, you lose yourself. Marie was not medically disabled. She could walk, she could function, but she was practically disabled by her fear, and that fear was rational. Falls on stairs are real and dangerous for seniors. There is a difference between acknowledging a risk and letting that risk define your entire life. A stair lift accepts the risk. It says that stairs are dangerous, fine, we will not let you face them alone, and we will not let you abandon them either. The stair lift is not just a device, it is a statement. That is the real power. It is not the mechanism, it is what it represents. A refusal to accept unnecessary limitation. Now, a stair lift is not the solution for everyone. Some homes have too many stairs, some people face different challenges. But Marie's story reveals something important about solution and dignity. When a senior stops accessing certain parts of their home, something happens psychologically. There is a documented correlation between reduced home access and depression in older adults. Sometimes a simple solution can reverse this psychological decline. It restores agency. It says you can still live your complete life here. If you are watching this and you are a senior struggling with mobility at home, I want you to know something. It is not weakness to seek help. It is wisdom. Marie thought for 3 years that a stair lift meant she was really disabled or that she was giving up. She was wrong. The stair lift was her refusal to give up. It was her choice to keep living rather than merely surviving. If climbing stairs causes you anxiety, if you have rearranged your life to avoid certain parts of your home, if you sleep in uncomfortable places to avoid the danger, talk to someone, talk to your family, talk to your doctor, explore what options exist. And if you are watching this and you have aging parents or grandparents, watch for the signs. If they have started avoiding certain parts of their home, if their world has quietly shrunk around an unspoken fear, ask them gentle questions. Sometimes the solution is simple. Sometimes it is just opening a conversation that nobody had the courage to have. Marie is now 74 years old. She still lives in the same house. She sleeps in her own bed. Her children visit. She reclaimed her life. And every time she sits in that stair lift and presses the button, she does not think about disability or aging or limitation. She just thinks, I am going home. That is what this is really about. Thank you for watching. If you have a story like Marie's, or if you or someone you know found a way to stay independent at home, please leave a comment. There are other seniors watching who need to know they are not alone. If you found this video helpful, please like the video, subscribe, and turn on the bell. See you soon on the Senior Guide.